I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. And sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Bristol Community College Nursing Class of 2012, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our honored guests, faculty, family, and friends. I am Lindsay Silva, the nursing class president. At this time, I would like to introduce my fellow class officers. Jared Blanchard, Vice President. Felicia Mendonca, Secretary. Shayna Duart, Treasurer. Pamela Nadeau, Curriculum Representative. It is my privilege this evening to introduce our honored guests. Dr. John Sprague, President of Bristol Community College. Dr. Sarah Garrett, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Mr. Stephen Ozug, Vice President of Students and Enrollment Management. Mr. Stephen Kenyon, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Mrs. Rhonda Gabovich, Vice President of Instructional Research, Planning and Assessment. Ms. Sally Cameron, Vice President of College Communications. Ms. Joanne Pelletier, Vice President of Information Technology Services. Mr. Tafa Awalaju, Vice President of Human Resources and Affirmative Action. Ms. Elizabeth McCarthy, Vice President of Research Development. Patricia Dent, Dean of Health Sciences. And Donna Ayala, Program Director of Nursing. It is also my pleasure to introduce our distinguished faculty and staff. I ask that each of you please stand as your name is called and for the applause to wait until all introductions have been made. Christine Bourgeois. Renee Cardinal. Nancy Evans. Denise Gagnon. Geraldine Hamill. Irene Lang. Dr. Marie Marshall. Nancy Moxon. Melaine Peranzino. Sharon Perot. Kathleen Plant. Deborah Cuenga. June Sanders. Patricia Shriver. Marion Tomorrow. Our adjunct faculty are Stephen Alves, Lucille Force, Vicki Ireland, Kathleen McCarthy, Marcy McNichol, Paula Murray, and Sandy Waters. I would also like to share with everyone that Paula Murray is retiring this year after 29 years of service at BCC. Staff who have made our lives easier by their guidance and direction include Adiola Olumuya, Roxanne Ramos, and Tamima Uden. Thank you all for your dedication and guidance over these last 2 years. Our opening invocation will now be delivered by Professor Renee Cardinal. Would everyone please stand?
When asked to present the invocation, I was humbled and honored and hastily said yes. As reality set in, humility and honor was rapidly replaced by panic. What enlightenment was I going to offer? What on earth was I going to say? As the weeks passed and passed, I continued to hope for some divine channeling, but nothing really materialized. Being the procrastinator that I am, last evening, I sat and put pencil to paper. Firstly, I wanted to express how excited I am for this class to be embarking on their individual journeys as nurses. They have put in long hours and supported each other, and they were supported by many. Thank you. Secondly, the word that came to mind about our profession was purpose. Some people search their whole lives for a sense of purpose. You're fortunate to have chosen or possibly have been chosen for this profession. Every day you will have the opportunity to act on this purpose. Some will choose maternity and deliver new souls into this world, some perfect and not so perfect. Some will work for hospice and assist souls into their departure from this world, some old, some not so old. No matter the setting, you will use all that you have learned here Your knowledge and skills will help nurture the body, but your offering of hope, kindness, and understanding will help nurture the soul. As important as knowledge and skills are, hope, kindness, and understanding are divine. If done correctly, you will have fulfilled one of the most noble of purposes, to nurture and heal as a nurse. And a prayer I'd like to share. To be a nurse is to walk with God along the path that our Master trod, to soothe the aching of human pain, to faithfully serve for little gain, to lovingly do the kindly deed, a cup of water to one in need, a tender hand on a fevered brow, a word of cheer to those living now, to reach the souls through its body's woe. Oh, this is the way that God would go. Oh, nurses with hearts so true, our great healer is working through you. God bless and congratulations.
You may all sit. Thank you, Professor Cardinal. It is now my honor to introduce President John Sprague.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bristol Community College for this great event. And for the graduates, I want to extend our heartiest congratulations. You've done very well. Nursing is a program, it's hard to get in, but it's also hard to get out, isn't it? But you did a great job with your stellar performance, and we're very proud of you. I know you would want me to thank the faculty and staff that helped you as you went through your career here. And also, I want to say thank you to family and friends and loved ones and neighbors who provided the supporting assistance that our graduates required as they went through this demanding program. I thought that one other thing I wanted to say to the graduates is that you didn't realize this, but you served as role models to the rest of our students. They saw you in your distinctive garb. Asking for labs to be opened and workrooms to be set aside for study groups, and the seriousness and the purpose with which you approached your studies was something that reflected the work of our other students as well. So you didn't do it for that purpose, but it was very good to have you on the campus as the role model. And also you did it for your, you didn't do it for this reason, but for your neighbors and friends and loved ones and family. They all saw you going to do the studying that you had to do to get through this program, and it's going to have an effect. There are young ones here today that'll never forget this night, and that's because of you, and we're very proud of you. I wanted to finally just to say that you always have a place at Bristol Community College. We urge you to take advantage of the support services that we have. Whenever you need help, we're here for you, okay? And you, in turn, will be flying the Bristol Community College flag wherever you go. I tell people you can go anywhere from Bristol Community College, and you're going to prove that. So congratulations. Keep up the great work. We're very, very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Sprague. We will now hear a few words from the Academic Vice President, Sarah Garrett.
Good evening. Ah, yes, it is a good evening, isn't it? Ah, you didn't sound like it. Is it a good evening? You know, as this evening began, it started, nursing graduates, you were out in the hall with us, and they had a song, I will remember you. Will you remember me? And I thought, that's great, because we will remember you. Watch you studying hard. Look, you said, And then it started with the other songs. See, I love songs. The Climb. Oh. The climb. Oh, the climb. You climbed. Oh, yes, did you climb. But that's a good thing, because nurses, that is one honorable profession, and you have the best faculty on earth. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. You know, now, I can say this now without you rolling your eyes. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. Everybody can't be a nurse. You know, I'm a lawyer, and sometimes I see some lawyers walking around and I'm saying, how? And, you know, you got the best education from these wonderful faculty. And you're going to be out there. Lives are in your hands. And I can tell you, as a cancer survivor, oh, yes. Oh, I'm thankful. As a cancer survivor, yes. And the nursing faculty, they know this. As somebody who also has MS and who was paralyzed from the neck down, nurses were there every step of the way. And so that nurses are who you see all the time, more than anybody else. More than my doctors, it was nurses who were there. And since coming to Bristol, the nursing faculty will tell you, I've had some challenges. And when I was in Charlton Memorial, the best nurses were BCC graduates. I knew that I was in good hands because I would look up and it was a BCC nurse who was there, a nurse that was standing over me. I could feel comfortable. I could just lay back and relax. You know, somebody said, when you getting discharged? I don't know. I don't care. I was in good hands. And that's what I know about each and every one of you. Any patient will be in good hands because you are prepared. You took the climb. You faced every challenge and you did it with excellence. You got the best education from the best faculty on earth, and you did it. You're here. Look at you. Don't you look good? You know you look good. Look at you sitting there all proud. Look at you. She said, I know I look good. I'll tell you, and he just smiled and he said, I look good too. Not just these women, I look good. Look at you, look all handsome. But you worked hard. And that's a wonderful thing because you made it. You made it. And as President Sprague said, your family, your friends, your loved ones, they all watched you on this climb. They all supported you. And they're all happy for you, aren't you? Show them. You happy? So yes, BCC will remember you, and you will make your mark. You will make your mark. You will change lives the way BCC says we change lives learner by learner, and you will change lives. You will help lives. You will save lives. And I'm so proud of you. So you were out in the hall when that song was going on. So I'm going to sing it for you. Is that okay? Just a little bit. I will remember you Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I love you, graduates.
Thank you, Vice President Garrett. We know that you are taking a sabbatical from BCC, and we want to wish you our best. Dean of the Health Sciences Division, Patricia Dent, would like to offer her congratulations to the graduating class.
Good evening, everyone, and especially to the graduates of the BCC Nursing Program of 2012. It is wonderful to be here for this pinning ceremony and to congratulate and thank everyone who's sitting in this theater tonight. For all of you supported and encouraged this wonderful group of soon-to-be graduates in front of me, and I thank you. To this amazing and dedicated faculty who exemplify the care, compassion, and expertise that define the nursing profession, who work tirelessly and unselfishly for your students, I thank you. Soon-to-be graduates, please give your family, friends, and faculty a well-deserved round of applause. The pinning ceremony is a celebration and a bridge that marks the transition from student to professional, but still always a student in the art and science of nursing. It is a recognition of that call that was deep within you to become a nurse, the call that sustained you through countless papers, quizzes, clinical days, and examinations. As you are pinned tonight, your faculty will welcome you as their peers and their colleagues. Each class is unique, with a special group of dedicated students. Some I get to know more than others, but each class leaves a special place or a memory in my mind. For your class, I sat through some of your wonderful community projects, and I couldn't see them all. But I will tell you, I will never again try a hat on in a store without thinking of prevention. I really don't look so good in hats anyway. But that really wasn't the entire message, was it? Perhaps it was more the importance of seeing a whole person or child first, without stigma, bias, and prejudice, deserving to be treated with kindness, understanding, and compassion. You have learned so much, and we have learned from you. In your hands is someone's mother, father, brother, sister, son, daughter, and best friend. The value of your care, your words, and your touch in bringing healing are immeasurable. Believe me, this is the truth. Your recognition of the patient's words unspoken, the look of anxiety that causes you to reach out to touch, to reassure, and be fully present in that moment. That action may provide the patient and you, through your support, the courage to take a step toward wellness. May this just be the beginning of your learning and the celebration of your joy in the service of all. As nurses, now, please advocate, lead, and care. Congratulations to the class of 2012.
Thank you, Dean Dant. I would like to invite the Program Director of Nursing, Professor Donna Ayala, to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you. Good evening again. Good evening and welcome. I am so excited to be here. These occasions are really important because we get to pay tribute to this wonderful, deserving crowd here, so the class of 2012. So thank you so much for having this. Particularly, I want to thank June Sanders and Chris Bourgeois and the class officers for putting this on. So nice job, as always. You know, this tribute is, again, so deserving because I'm here to attest to the fact that this was not an easy achievement. Not at all. And it started from that very beginning when they sat into a classroom and they were introduced to the concepts of these competencies that they needed to acquire, a level of competency that they needed to have so they could literally save lives. And when you hear about that, you're talking about real lives, and then right away, there is a mantle, a weight of responsibility that falls on your shoulders. You know, a sense of accountability, because you're talking about people, you know. And so this weight is very real, and it starts right at that beginning. And with that weight came a new companion. Some of this companion, they spent some time frequently, some infrequently, but mostly this companion was constant. And that companion's name was stress, with a capital S. Stress, big time stress. And you can understand that when you consider what we ask these students to do. No longer students, by the way, graduates. How exciting is that? We asked these graduates to do things that are really against nature in some level. Let's take, for instance, the injection. Now, hi, Mr. So-and-so. I'm going to insert this 1.5-inch needle into your body. Not normal to do, you know, and so there's a responsibility. You know, they can go to the lab and they can practice, but then they're on a clinical unit, right? And now we're talking about real people, and the responsibility and the accountability becomes very real. By the way, these are attributes of professionalism. They feel that, because you can't mess up this injection. This technique, by the way, you know, you have to do it at a certain angle. And literally, you can see students, you're on the unit and they're giving their first injection and they're taking the cap off and they're shaking. Yeah, I'm saying this, you see this shaking movement. And as faculty, we would stand there calmly because we believe in them. And we just are thinking, though, I hope they get steady as they get closer to that patient. And they have, otherwise they wouldn't be here. So that's really great. So you can see the magnitude of that, but that's a small component of that. What happens before that is huge. Is this the right medication? Do you have the right amount in there? Is this the right patient? You know? Can I give this safely? Huge responsibility right there. And with that responsibility has to come assessment. The days are long gone when nurses give a medication simply because the doctor has ordered it. Nurses give medication because they agree that this is the right medication for this person in this circumstances. Yes, yes. Yes, and you know, again, that responsibility, you have to know a lot to make that. And we ask for assessments, and we ask for so much. And I'm going to just have one final quiz question, okay? Here you go. Stress comes to the forefront. Okay, a doctor orders heparin, 5,000 units SC for this evening. After your assessment, you identify a hemoglobin of 9 and a platelet of 58. How many will give that medication? Raise your hand. They're so smart. They're so ready. Yeah. No, we wouldn't want to give that because that's not a safe dose. So they did their assessment. And what assessment means is so much. I mean, that one word, assessment. There is a skill set involved that is very big. There's a lot to do there. They had to do a biophysical, psychosocial, spiritual assessment on very ill patients. That's a lot. And just the skill alone to do that. Oh my goodness. You know, sometimes you're asking those questions, what is that? Is that a wheeze? Is it Ronchi? You don't know. But they developed, and they had to study harder and harder because the weight of that knowing was important because they had to give you the right information. You know, abdomen, that's a big abdomen. Is that distension? I don't know. You get to know that, and they know that because they're here, right? It's a big deal. But that's not all we ask. That in itself, to get that skill set, is big. But then we ask even more. You have to have the right information, and now we have to interpret that information. Ba-bum, stress. You know, that's a big deal because it's not just a matter of saying, oh, hi, yeah, this is happening. Well, what do you want to do with that? You know, what are you going to look at that? And we're asking them to cluster this data. We're asking them to make patterns and to recognize what they are missing. Again, lots of knowledge that need to be a foundation to that. And so they're there. And if they make a mistake, the weight is there, the response, because this is about patients and patients' lives. And this is what makes nursing so difficult. You can't just erase it, because if you mess up, you're really affecting people. And that weight is right there. It lives with them, and it's called stress, and they work hard to keep achieving that because that weight of responsibility is there. And they continue to work. And we're still not even done, because after they critically think and analyze, and they come with a plan, and they know what they want, they put on that role of leadership, because that's what they are. They're leaders. They have to guide the process now. They have to say, I think this is what's going on, and I need these kinds of things to be done, and I have to make it happen. And that's a big deal. That's a big responsibility. So we ask these graduates to communicate and advocate for their patients and do so in an effective way. That's a big deal. We have to communicate that to the physicians, to the patient's family, to the primary care physician, to the primary nurse, to the whole interdisciplinary team. Communicate it effectively and professionally. And of course, they have to communicate it effectively to the faculty. Stress time. You know, it's so funny, you make rounds, and what happens, they're in the rooms, and you hear them in the rooms, talking effectively, communicating so well, articulating with their patients, giving them education, and you're so happy. You're walking around, you're like, oh, this is great, they know so much. And then they come out of the room, and they go, great, can you tell me about your assessment, and what do you think? And they stand there, and they can no longer articulate because they're stressed there, you know. So they had to deal with that constantly. So it's an amazing amount of work that they had to do. And I have to imagine that with stress as a constant companion and the amount of work they had to do, that several times they must have stopped and said, I want to be alone. I want to get rid of this stress. I want to just say goodbye to this. And they had to have asked the question many times, why am I doing this? Why did I keep doing this? And I'm going to take an educated guess here, because I have met many of these, I know their work, and I just know that it's because they care. They care. And it's that caring that kept them going, because they had to care, because stress wouldn't be there. If no big deal, I make a mistake, they cared because they understood that responsibility and they kept on going. So I want to thank you for persevering and never quitting, because I think you're great. It's a big deal. These really, and I know Vice President Garrett mentioned this, these people here, sitting here, exemplify our mission. They will change the world, patient by patient, family by family. And I just thank you for doing that and making a real difference. And when I think about all you've gone through and the caring and the deep caring and commitment, of course I have to bring it back to the faculty, who I am blessed to be working with, and they're a group of amazing, caring individuals. And sometimes you don't feel that caring because we ask so much of them, because we understand that mantle of responsibility, and we care enough to have the standards very high. We never go lower. We can't, because we care about you, the community, and we have to present that best model of practice out there, and I think we do that. So thank you for the faculty. And again, I want to also take an opportunity to thank the administration and the people that are here in the audience that have come in this row and in our back, who represent the BCC family. And I think as nurses and on behalf of the faculty, you do your job so well that we can take for granted almost, but it's so great to have that support. Because of you, we can do what we want to do best, and that is to help develop such excellent nurses. So lastly, I want to thank you, the audience. I know you gave intimate support to these students so that the stress doesn't get so big. You did it in so many ways, and you can now have them wash that shirt that hasn't been washed for a month. That's okay now. See, they might get to do the laundry and feed people again and go back to work and make money and all that good stuff that they had to give up. So thank you so much. And I'm going to ask that you continue your support as they transition to practice, because the stress will still be there. It's great, though. Love nursing. And that's why you're doing it, because you care. And it's so rewarding. I don't want to leave it in a negative, like, oh, stress. No, it's good stress now. You'll be registered nurses, and that's exciting, because we have a high pass rate, and you'll be 100% this year, right? Yeah. And so we're excited about that. So thank you so much for that support. And to the graduates, I want to, again, thank you for your dedication, to your commitment to something greater than yourselves, to your deep caring. And I really am proud to acknowledge that you are the future of nursing, and I'm so happy to say that.
Thank you, Professor Ayala. I ask that Professor Christine Bourgeois come to the podium to introduce the scholarships being awarded this evening.
Thank you. Every year, generous members of our community contribute scholarships that give support to our nursing students and recognize them for the achievements. This year, we're grateful to be able to acknowledge about 17 different second-year incoming students. The first scholarship to be presented this evening is the Dr. August Ryer Memorial Scholarship, which was established in 2003 of memory of Dr. August Ryer. This year's recipient is Al Sylvia, who could not be with us this evening because he's playing Mr. Mom at home, but we'll make sure that he receives his scholarship later this week. The Christopher J. Dickey Scholarship was established in 1995 to honor a nursing student. Christopher, who died at an early age of 34, said that he was afraid of not being remembered. So upon his death, his wife, who is a BCC nursing grad, established this scholarship so that he would not be forgotten. This year's recipient is Frank Joseph III. We're very fortunate to be able to share the Donna M. Castro Memorial Nursing Scholarship between 3 recipients. They are Cheryl Cody, Holly Kuznar, and Bethany Strojny. If you'd all come up, please. The next award is the Evelyn Pacheco Nursing Award, given in memory by her daughter, who is also a BCC faculty. So I now invite Patricia Shriver to present this award, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very honored to be here, both as a faculty person and as a community member, to give this scholarship award in memory of my mom, Evelyn Pacheco. The scholarship has been financially assisting nursing students for almost 28 years now, but when I graduated from this program, 16 years ago, we donated it to Bristol Community College to make it its permanent home here. Quite simply, this fund represents gifts from a small community who wanted to give back to a woman, a nurse, who had consistently touched so many lives in her professional nursing career. A consistent theme among the people that we spoke with at her death was the fact that she would consistently support her nurses, those nurses who wanted to go back to school, who had families, who worked, and she would always try to help them in any way that she could. So the community developed this nursing scholarship to give back to the nursing students. And I'm happy to say 28 years later, we are still giving it away. Thank you very much. Tonight's scholarship is presented to Britt Selland. Put my flower on tonight. Thank you. Congratulations.
The John A. and Eileen F. Carr and Catherine V. Whalen Scholarship was endowed in 1994 with a bequest from the estate of Mr. John Carr. The Carr-Whalen family has been longtime supporters of the college and especially the nursing program. The Nursing Arts Lab is named in their honor. This scholarship is awarded annually to a BCC student who demonstrates financial need and academic success. We're able to present this award to 2 people, Tatiana Rock and Anna Raquel Pereira. It is my privilege to present the Lucy Rose Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established by Miss Ann Moore and Mr. Clement Rose in memory of their mother, Lucy Rose. The recipient of this year's award is Christina Carver. The next award is the Marguerite G. Condon Memorial Award. It is given in memory of Miss Condon, who passed away in July of 2005. The recipient of this award is Kristen Ripley. It is my privilege to present the Marie B. Maloff Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established in memory of Mrs. Maloff by her father, Dr. Amin Maloff, a physician in the Fall River area. This year's recipient is Bashan Thoreau. The Marie Marshall Nursing Scholarship was established in 2010 in honor of Dr. Marie Marshall, who served 35-plus years of dedicated service to BCC and specifically to the nursing program. Dr. Marshall has asked that we recognize her grandson, Zach Marshall, because he was killed, unfortunately, several years ago. The Marie Marshall Nursing Scholarship this year is presented to Donna Aruda. Our next award is the Mullins Family Nursing Scholarship, and Mr. James Mullen is here to present it to Candace Shepard. The next award is a Nano A. Harnish Fredericks Memorial Nursing Scholarship Award. This award is given in memory by her daughter, Nancy Rosario. Nancy was also a BCC nursing graduate, class of 1986. The recipient of this award is Renee Brum. I think that I caught Renee off guard a little bit. What she doesn't know is that she is a recipient of another award as well. She is a recipient of the Richard and Doris Quirk Scholarship, established by another nursing BCC alumni in honor of his parents.
Oh, thank you.
We're winding down here. It is my privilege to present the Ruth E. Hurley Nursing Award. This award was established by Professor Emeriti Ruth E. Hurley, the director of the BCC nursing program for many years prior to her retirement in 1990. This award is presented to a graduate for clinical excellence, and this person will be surprised by this. This year's award goes to Bashan Thorell. Only two more. The Truesdale Hospital Nurses Alumni Scholarship was established in 1993. It is awarded annually to a BCC nursing student. This year's recipient is Erica Marcotte. And last but not least, the Union Hospital School of Nursing Alumni Association recipient this year is Christian Fonseca.
Thank you, Professor Bourgeois. Class Secretary Felicia Mendonca will now offer a special message of presentation and thanks.
On behalf of our nursing class, I would like to present a gift to Roxanne Ramos, Secretary of Health Sciences, and to Tamima Uden, Secretary of the Nursing Department. I'd like to add that this was Tamima's last semester at BCC. I think I speak for both our nursing class and the faculty when I say that the nursing program will not be the same without you. Thank you for all your help. Roxanne and Tamima are not here to accept their gifts. We would also like to present a gift to Professor June Sanders and Professor Chris Bourgeois, our class advisors, who have helped our class organize and plan for this special day. Thank you. And lastly, we would like to present a gift to Professor D, who has been there to help us whenever we needed her throughout these past 2 years. You really helped us feel comfortable with all our nursing skills. A special thank you for all the extra time and help you gave us during the summer, because we just couldn't get enough of school. Thank you.
Thank you, Felicia. I invite Class Vice President Jared Blanchard and Shoshana Marotte to come forward for a special presentation.
Forget your troubles.
Happy day.
Come on, get happy. You gotta chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah and just get happy. We're heading towards the promised land. The sun is shining. Come on, get happy. The Lord is waiting to take your hand. Shout hallelujah and just get happy. We're going towards the judgment day. We're heading across the river. Soon your cares will all be gone. There'll be no more from now on. From now on, happy days just get happy. Are here again. Gotta stay up above it. Here again. Shout hallelujah and just get happy. Happy time. Happy time. Happy night. Happy days are here
Thank you. At this time, our class president, Lindsay Silva, will offer a message to the graduates.
To my fellow graduates, it's been a long 2 years, but we've made it. I can remember the first day of nursing school when we were all bursting with excitement, wondering where to go, what to do, and how we were going to make it through this. I sat towards the back of the lecture hall on orientation day and remember thinking to myself, so that's what a nurse does. I'm not quite sure we all knew what we were getting ourselves into. As time passed and we slowly made it through one clinical day and care plan after another, and as each test came and went, the end slowly drifted into sight. In preparation for this night, I spent countless hours staring at a blank piece of paper, trying to formulate the words that could adequately express the journey of the past 2 years. Hundreds of words ran through my mind as I tried to decide on one alone. Among them, happiness, determination, exhaustion, excellence, and triumph. After many hours, I finally realized there was only one word that can truly encompass the entire experience: family. Despite the many differences in life experiences that we each brought into this journey, we have formed an unbreakable bond and amazing new friendships that will never be forgotten. We have laughed together, cried together, and even had nervous breakdowns together. We have survived this incredible experience and made lifelong memories. Although it seemed this day would never come, the reality is that it has. We've graduated nursing school, and we are each preparing to take the next step on this fabulous adventure. Some of us will start working right away, while some of us will continue our education. Our futures are as unique as each one of us. Despite the extreme joy we each feel in our hearts by reaching this goal, a little piece of us will forever remain here together. No matter how far apart we may end up, we will forever remain fixed in each other's hearts. I love you all. At this time, we invite Professor Donna Ayala, Program Director of Nursing, and Professor Melaine Peranzino to come forward and conduct our pinning.
It is my honor to present the class of 2012, Lindsay Silva, Jared Blanchard, Felicia Mendonca, Shayna Duarte, Pamela Nadeau, Karen Krupa Aruda, Christine Avila Texera, Susan Stead Berardo, Heather Bebo, Sarah Ivy Bolger, Melissa Braga, Thomas Brillian, Orphelina Brito, Jessica Cabral, Monique Camacho, Courtney Camara. Vanessa J. Chevaria. Danielle Cody. James Connor. Jillian Cooperstein. Christina Cornelison. Jennifer Couteau. Constance Dolan. Jennifer M. Dos Santos. Melissa Duclos. Kelly Fontaine. Lila Frazier. Ajani Fayak. Renee Elizabeth Garcia. Ashley Gonsalves. Nicole L. Harrington. Catherine Hill. Shannon L. Horn. Mary Houle. Kelly Brooke Hunton. Lisa R. LaCroix. Natasha Leet. Joey Elizabeth Mayon. Cami Mayo. Shoshana Marote. Leona McAndrew. Gina Gail McGinn. Merrill A. McNeely. Michelle Medeiros. Sheila A. O'Brien. Megan Ashley Page. Christine Patnaud Sokol. Chad M. Pereira. Kelly Pereira. Trisha Raposa. Stephen Schmidt. Krista Sears. Jessica Souza. Blanca Sambarauskis. Misty Tallman. Mark Tavares. Anne Marie Tunnison Mello. Corey A. Town. Tamara L. Verville. Prawny Vincent. Jennifer Viveros. Danielle Whitehead. Brandy Whip. Sarah Beth Wittenstein.
Our class treasurer, Shayna Duart, will now deliver a message to the family and friends.
The past 2 years have been a roller coaster for each and every one of us. We've had to put our friends and family aside in order to learn how to care for others. Although we may not have realized it, between all the care plans, reading, note-taking, and studying, it was all of you that were taking care of us. Thank you to all the moms and dads who raised us to be the people we are today, who showed us how to reach for the stars and never give up. To the husbands, wives, boyfriends, and girlfriends for all the love and support you've showed us, for the guidance and encouragement to get us through the days when we felt defeated. To our beautiful children who have given us the strength and motivation to pursue our dreams. To our friends who stuck by our side, even if we couldn't be there for you all the time. Thank you all for putting up with our endless complaining on how we could ever pass our next exam, for staying up with us until 9 o'clock on Thursday nights while we waited for our grades. Thank you for your understanding that we couldn't be there on every holiday since we always seem to have a quiz the week of. To our wonderful professors, thank you for providing us with all the knowledge we needed in order for us to become great nurses. For your kindness and patience, whether we're arguing a quiz question or sending out mass emails because grades weren't released on time. And last but not least, to all the loved ones we have lost for being our guardian angels and watching down on us each and every day. We couldn't have gotten through these 2 years without any of you, and would like to thank you all for not only being here this evening to celebrate this special moment, but also for staying by our side and riding this roller coaster with us.
Thank you, Shayna. Professor Deborah Cuenga and Professor June Sanders will now lead us in our Candlelight Pledge.
I pledge myself in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession faithfully. I will devote myself to the welfare of those entrusted in my care, considering each individual as deserving my respect, dignity, and the best care I can give. I will hold in my confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in my practice. I will never knowingly misuse or discredit my profession, but always endeavor to elevate its standards.
I would like to invite Professor Irene Lang to lead us as we go forth with a benediction. We invite all of our guests to join us for refreshments in the lobby. I ask that everyone in the audience please remain in their chairs until the students have completed their recessional. Thank you all for being here.
Good evening. When I was thinking about doing the benediction, one thing struck me in particular, and that is, in this moment, in this time, in this space, we will never be together again as we are tonight to celebrate. And so, if you would indulge me, as the students have for the last few exams, where I have them do some breathing. I'm not going to give you a test. Okay. So what I would like you to do is, first of all, I'd like everybody to stand. It's never easy with me. Stand. And what I want you to do before I'm going to do the blessing is I want you to set your heart's intention for love and for gratitude. Because tonight, in this room, in all of you, there is so much love. And in these grads, there is so much gratitude and so much love. And so if you would please, take a deep breath and breathe in love. And when you exhale, exhale gratitude. And if you'll do that again, it gets easier. Breathe in love, and exhale gratitude. We are a people that have come together, and we have so much to be grateful for. And we have such a wonderful, wonderful class of graduates to celebrate. And so, while you remain standing, I'm going to read a blessing of love and gratitude that has been paraphrased from the Grateful Heart. Tonight, we give thanks for the great gift of friendship and, in particular, for the relationships we have formed over the past few years. We give thanks for the circumstances that brought us together and that have bound us into the sacred bundle of life and light that we now celebrate. We offer gratitude for the gift of our being, knowledge that comforts and heals, words that encourage, insight that blesses, and for the sweet bliss of deeply knowing each other in so many, many ways. We are grateful for our past, and we are grateful for the hope we hold in the future. We are grateful for conversation and laughter, silence and tears, and for bearing witness to each other's growth and wisdom and maturity. We are grateful as we move forward, holding each other, safe in our hearts, with a great love, thanksgiving, and tenderness. For the graduates, may you never forget what you have learned on this part of your journey. And may you always remember you do make a difference in the lives you touch. Thank you.
Coming towards her.